Good morning, students. Welcome to English literature class. And today we will read chapter 16 The Kill. A big, shaggy black water buffalo came ambling along the jungle path just below the tree where the wildlife photographer sat hidden among the branches. A big, hairy, black colored buffalo just came in a carefree manner along the jungle path just below the tree where the wildlife photographer was sitting, hiding himself among the branches, and in the setting sun, the animal's horn gleamed like polished ivory tusks, and it was an evening time, so the horns of that animal, that buffalo, was shining like an polished ivory tusk. It was shining beautifully, and from the carefree way he moved. He was just moving in a carefree manner, he was moving carelessly. The photographer knew that this was a domestic animal which had just strayed from the herd. He had just moved away from the herd, heading towards the homeward to a village about just 3 kilometers away from the jungle. The man had climbed the tree to photograph peacocks, those peacocks who frequently used to come that area, and he had heard about those beautiful peacocks, so he had himself hid himself among the shrubs, or he has hid himself in the bushes of the trees to take the photographs of those beautiful peacock birds. So suddenly, as if out of nowhere, suddenly a tiger came thirst. He just moved out of somewhere. He was a beautiful creature heading out of the grass and watched the buffalo with plot past. Coming out of the grass, suddenly he just stood in the mid of the jungle, mid of the path, and it was so beautiful that the breathtaking beauty in the middle of the path after seeing him. The photographer could not move himself. He was fascinated by the beauty of that beautiful creature, and his coat was so delicate, that was in golden rushed color with the stripes very beautifully and with bright color, black and well formed, that they looked so freshly painted. Then he began to stalk unknowingly. Then he started creeping himself very quietly and just came just after the buffalo, which was with marvelous control. He was having a superb control on his movement, and then he stopped completely motionless behind that buffalo, and gathering all his strength, he just took a few steps back and pounced suddenly on the buffalo and made him land perfectly on the back of the unsuspecting buffalo. He had not even thought of it. Now lurching and staggering, stumbling and moving forwarding, just fell down, and the huge animal never knew what had hit it. So the tiger sank the claws of one front paw into the buffalo's shoulder, plunged his long canine teeth into the back of its neck, and hooked his over the front paw in the nose and drawing the head down, with the animal lunging forward in the panic way. The wildcat tripped him with his hind feet, and as the buffalo fell down, its neck was broken instantly. The photographer was able to witness all the tiger's skill just because of the only weakness in the magnificent animal. The animal was so beautiful that he could not move his eye from the animals, and he just witnessed the whole scenario of killing of that animal, and his inferior sense of smell, and could also be there just because of the very poor sense of smell of the tiger, that he could not smell that the man was hitting there. The tiger had not been able to sniff out the humans, but a tiger's hearing, sight, strength, speed, and the skill and the cunning combined to make him a lord of the jungle. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.